Welcome to JVS Dragon's Den. Today, some of Canada's most inspirational and prolific clients and partners of JVS Toronto receive their well-deserved recognition from our influential panel. Let's meet our dragons. First up is Paul Haybert, a successful investment funds advisor who currently holds the position of Vice Chair of JVS Toronto's Board of Directors.
JVS is a tremendous organization. The need for its services is greater than ever in our city, and I can see every day in the value of the services that we provide, the excellent advice that our staff gives to our clients, and how the board and management team all are there to support this fantastic agency and necessary services for our city.
He is a dragon you definitely want on your side. Next up, President and COO of Uniglobe Travel, Victoria Amaral. Victoria currently is chair of the JVS Toronto Technology Committee, and as a dragon, she is keen to recognize talent when she sees it.
JVS is one of Toronto's top vocational services organizations, supporting over 20,000 clients annually. Ultimately, JVS's objective and mandate is helping people achieve their potential.
And lastly, JVS Toronto President and CEO Frank Markel, PhD. A professor with a career in generating success for organizations that give a leg up along the way.
As you'll hear from our speakers today, Toronto is a city under pressure in these difficult financial times. We have to make our city work. People need jobs. The city needs to have people employed. For their own well-being, people need to find satisfaction in the work they do. And JVS is just the institution that can help do that.
This dragon is the one that can find the stars and make them shine. And now it's time to meet our first award recipient. Eddie came to JVS Toronto's Canadian Workplace Communication Program in September 2011, after living in Canada for only a month and a half. He held 2 MBAs, one from Hong Kong and one from Switzerland, but did not have the right qualifications to gain employment in his field in Canada.
I remember when I arrived in Toronto on the first day, there's something in my mind, is the quote from Jack Welch: "Control your destiny, or otherwise somebody will take it."
In his spare time, Eddie was very involved in the community and believed that giving back was vitally important.
There was an election shortly afterwards, I guess a provincial election, and he was told that he inquired about that and was told that he couldn't do it unless he was a citizen. So he went down to one of the polling centers and just offered his services. He said, who needs a drive to the polls? Who needs a ride?
Eddie was given the opportunity to meet with Peter Nygaard. After a 5-hour interview, Eddie was offered a job as a financial controller in Winnipeg.
There are a lot of organizations in Toronto, but I select JVS because they are really taking care about the newcomers. They give me a lot of support.
Eddie is hardworking, he is passionate, and he's kind. And all these things that I just said really became evident to me probably within the first 10 to 15 minutes sitting with him.
The most important, I believe, this is the wonderful country. This is the dream. Everyone have a dream. This is the message I want to share with all the newcomers. Don't give up.
Let's see what the dragons have to say.
This is a guy that is a go-getter.
Eddie Lee is a true superstar.
It's not only about getting opportunities, it's about making opportunities and taking opportunities.
The dragons agree. Eddie Lee is JVS Toronto's 2012 Newcomer Award winner. Next up in the den, we learn what it takes to do great things with big business.
So the reason I engaged JVS 5 years ago is because I really needed to get some quality candidates, and I was having a hard time sourcing them myself. And when I was able to engage JVS, they were really able to provide me with quality candidates that they had actually done some pre-screening for.
By utilizing JVS's employer services since 2006, D&H Limited Partnership has gained skilled job candidates that match the company's environment and work standards.
Some of them came out of the newcomers program, some were coming out of other programs. For me, it didn't really matter what program they came out of as long as they were skilled and qualified, and JVS was able to do that.
My name is Miguel, Abascal. I am a bankruptcy processor. What I'm doing here is like very similar to what I was doing in Mexico too. All the training provided with JVS, I was involved in the financial English class.
Because of JVS's consistent support and success record, D&H Limited Partnership utilizes JVS Toronto to assist with their hiring needs throughout the company.
They knew from their resource center who would be a good fit coming into here, and just having that initial pre-screening was definitely a help to me.
D&H Limited Partnership has hired 10 clients from various JVS Toronto programs.
JVS is an all-around great partner for businesses as well as for the community.
All the people in JVS was very helpful with me, like in this company, like since my first interview. I am living the dream, so thank you so much.
I would absolutely recommend JVS to other companies who are looking to hire new employees. Absolutely.
And now, over to the Dragons.
Investing in one's own talent. That's how you leave a legacy and grow a company.
It just clicks with them.
You can see the passion that is shared by everyone that works there. It's amazing.
The Dragons are all on board. D&H Partnership Limited is JVS Toronto's 2012 Corporate Employer Award winner. We bring into the den next some young talent that is taking personal growth very seriously.
My name is Tina Green. I was in PID, that stands for Prevention Intervention Toronto.
3 years ago, Tina came to JVS Toronto's Youth Services to look for guidance and structure in her life. Although a bright and strong young woman, Tina was heading down a destructive path.
I went to like 5 different high schools when I started out. I was getting kicked out, or I just didn't go, or I just kept transferring. So
when she came in with a lot of issues that had to do with conflict with the law.
When I look at myself now to who I was like 3 years ago when this program started, I am embarrassed of it now. Because when I actually asked her a question, like I want to do law and I need a job and I want to do this, and she's like, I can help you. And we're like, yeah, everyone says they can help you, but no one really actually helps you.
And here's someone that recognizes, no one's gonna give me nothing in this world if I don't work hard for it, and I am going to gain my success through my hard work.
I did my 5-year plan. I got my first job at Gap. It was like a whole new experience for me, right? I wasn't always in Jane and Finch. I wasn't always in the hood. I cannot live off of a check from the government for the rest of my life. So I knew school was gonna be a big, huge role to play with it. So I'm like, it's time to get serious and enroll myself.
Applying for university and actually seeing herself as somebody who can go into university, that she was actually worth more than what she was allowing herself to live. And she's studying law, of all things. So the irony is that the very life she was coming in from one side, she gets to learn how to train to be on the other side.
The way I looked at it, when I told myself before, I'm like, thank God I was not a product of my environment.
Tina's strength and courage demonstrates that with the right guidance and opportunities, the sky is the limit.
And I'm like, I can do that.
I'm very proud of her. I am very proud of her. I really am.
Let's see what the Dragons think about that.
You can control your own destiny, and Tina is in the driver's seat on the roadway to success.
There is no such thing as peer pressure with this girl. She's identified her priorities well. You go, girl.
Tina is someone who is more educated than you might imagine. She truly is top of her class.
And all of the Dragons agree. Tina Green is JVS Toronto's 2012 Youth Award winner. Next, we meet a team of winners. From Winners.
Brad Shaw, store manager of Center Street Megastore.
Winners is a retail store that specializes in giving great deals on designer and brand name merchandise with new items arriving daily.
One day I was working and Glenn came into the store, introduced himself and said what type of organization that he works for. And what does it do? It brings in teams that are underdeveloped, sort of, that can come in and we'll give them opportunity to find a good workplace.
I understand that they are running a business, so in the beginning they would offer us that opportunity to assess our clients at work, for our clients to learn the job skills before they make a decision to put them on the payroll.
Since 2010, Brad has hired a JVS client each year from the Path to Work program.
They do a great job screening the candidates that come in, so they fit them to the certain environment. So when they come in, they're already screened and going to be a good, compatible person for the stores.
They try to offer opportunities for people who is interested in doing this kind of job.
With his consistent support, encouragement, and patience, Brad has been a great employer regardless of our clients' disabilities and has always exceeded our expectations.
Like, they just want an opportunity. So they're coming in and they're all gung-ho and they're ready to work and really to shine and show you what they can do. I would endorse JVS because, like I said, the associates that come in are willing to learn. At any type of retail, any type of business you're working at, you want people that are willing to learn. This is the culture that Winners and Home Sense and Style Sense, all of us have, is you might as well give everybody a chance because you never know where the next star is going to come from.
And now, back to the Dragons.
Great managers go above and beyond to coach their team. The world needs more great managers like Brad.
Great virtues and great vision.
These guys are winners all around.
It's unanimous in the den. Brad at Winners is this year's recipient of the JVS Toronto's Employer Award. And finally, on JVS Dragon's Den Toronto, we meet an individual whose story of success is the epitome of inspiration. Let's meet Jonathan Joblanowski.
Well, basically, I'm an overall cleaning maintenance worker. The fact that it really is a job related to car autos, it's a real important job that my dad once suggested, but also an important achievement that I'm going to have to learn if I'm going to accomplish other more complex jobs in my life.
Jonathan was referred to the Asperger's Job Readiness Program in the fall of 2011 and found the targeted workshops, counseling, and placements just the right fit.
I can remember my first few days at JVS. It was really interesting. First, we went through the basics about computer processing and repricing your resume altogether.
He learned strategies to identify appropriate conversations, social norms, and the importance of perception.
Probably improving the most is his social interactions. Now, as opposed to when he first started his work placement, he has his lunch with everybody else. He has lunch in the lunchroom.
The guys are more upbeat, especially the days that he's here. They actually started teaching him just simple jobs on the vehicle, and he's starting to take that on, so that's good for him.
I always love to experience learning at least one new thing every day. Just to reach out in a new area is all I ever wanted to do every once in a while. I would like to thank JVS for helping me for all computer skills. Not only that, but all general communication skills in the sense related to people even younger and older than me, and occasional people who love to drop by and just say hi.
Now, over to the Dragons.
Jonathan has taken chances, turned them into opportunities. Good job.
It wasn't easy. I'm guessing it never will be. But what a great example of how to get things accomplished.
Every day, we will reflect on this story as a reminder of why we do what we do.
There's no question about it. Jonathan Joblanowski is JVS Toronto's 2012 Inspirational Award winner.